Have you ever noticed that the Wayne Dyers and the Tony Robbins of the world, the guys who preach about staying in the moment to find true happiness, they've always got a book to sell you, don't they? It's crazy. Their advice is never free. You've got to buy the hardcover, download the audiobook, sign up for the retreat, subscribe to the newsletter, and then maybe you'll get a few golden nuggets of wisdom for $199.99 plus tax, of course. That makes me unhappy, Wayne and Tony. Can you imagine if Jesus had charged for his sermons or passed the basket to help build a new basketball court for the temple? Wouldn't go over too well. Blessed are the poor in spirit, but only if they Venmoed their tithe first. Happiness has become a business. It's become a brand, a hashtag. And make no mistake, it's big business. The global self-help industry, the books, the seminars, the retreats, the apps, the scented candles, it rakes in over $40 billion a year. That's billion with a B. They've turned happiness into a commodity, and they're selling it back to us, one podcast, one yoga mat, and one overpriced gratitude journal at a time. These days, if you're not living, laughing, and loving on a beach in Tulum while drinking a fruity drink, and reading The Power of Now, of course, people assume you're broken. But here's the thing. I don't smile very much, never have, unless there's a good reason to smile. Dogs make me smile. A good song on the radio makes me smile. One of my favorite comedians on YouTube? Now that's definitely a big smiling moment. But the rest of the time, I've got serious face on, and that used to drive people nuts when I was a kid. Adults were always trying to get me to smile. Come on, smile, they'd say. You'll feel better. But it always felt like they weren't saying it for me. They were saying it for them, as if me not smiling made them uneasy, and if I did smile, it was just to put them at ease. It was like I was doing emotional customer service or something. It was really disgusting and annoying. I didn't grow up in a big smiling family. We weren't sour. We were just normal. We laughed when something was funny. We smiled when something moved us. We didn't plaster on fake cheeriness like we were auditioning for a toothpaste commercial. And now everyone's out here on this frantic quest to find happiness. But what is happiness, really? And how do you get there? And once you're there, how do you stay there? They don't explain that. Do any of you know how much energy it would take to constantly be in the moment to achieve a state of bliss? You'd need the stamina of a triathlete and the brain chemistry of a Buddhist monk on mushrooms. I'm exhausted just thinking about it, quite frankly. Well, according to the self-help aisle, you stay happy by waking up at 5 a.m., journaling your intentions, taking cold plunges, quitting gluten, chanting mantras, and giving up all negative people, which somehow always means your entire family. It's exhausting. And ironically, it's making people more miserable. Because here's the thing. Happiness isn't a place. It's not a goal. You don't arrive at it and unpack your bags and stay for a while. You visit, you notice, you smile for a second, and that's okay. In fact, happiness is more like an orgasm than a permanent state of mind. It shows up unannounced, rocks your world for about 30 seconds, and disappears before you can even process what just happened. And then you're back to real life, paying bills, burning the toast, and wondering why your phone battery dies at 40%. Nobody expects to live inside an orgasm. That would be exhausting, awkward, and honestly, not very sanitary and probably pretty sticky. So why do we expect to live in a permanent state of happiness? It's not supposed to last forever. It's supposed to remind you you're alive. So no, I don't smile all the time. I don't radiate joy. And I sure as hell don't need a guru on stage yelling, "You can do it," to feel like my life has meaning. But when happiness shows up, even for a second, I'll take it. And maybe I'll even smile.